What's going on, guys? It is Friday. Yeah, I know it's a little weird, isn't it? Give me a second. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Sounds much better now. I know it's a little weird because we've been doing the Movie Idiot Show on Wednesdays for a while now, but I decided to switch it back to Fridays. So we're going to be doing the Movie Idiot Show Fridays at 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time from now on until further notice. Just works a little bit with my schedule now and everything going on. So real quick off the top, yes, it is Friday, it is 9 a.m., and this is the Movie Idiot Show. And what is the Movie Idiot Show? Well, I'm glad you guys asked, even though you didn't. The Movie Idiot Show is where we all get together and we talk movies, TV, entertainment news, and all of that fun and excitement. And I know a lot of you are very excited about this topic, and I am too, and I like to talk and share that with you guys. And that's what we do here. So, how, may you ask, how do you talk and interact with the show? Well, this show is interactive. We stream live on Facebook, we stream live on YouTube, and you can interact a bunch of different ways. First of all, you can submit for main topics. So the way the show works is I have about 4 to 5 usually main topics that I kind of read off and go through. And you guys can submit for main topics by using the email, themovieidiot@gmail.com. That's the way you can submit. You can send in a question. If it's a really well thought out question, then it could be possibly a main topic for the show. So that's one way to do it. The second way you can interact with the show is via Twitter or Facebook at MovieIdiot1. That's the way to do it there. And then the best way to interact with the show is through tip topics. You can send in tip comments. Streamlabs.com/movieidiot is the way to do that. And when you send in your comments via tip, then your comments get read first after the main topics, of course. Always go over the main topics. But then after the main topics, the tip topics get read first before all the other comments. And of course, you guys can also comment live via YouTube or Facebook Live in the comments section below as well. And that's how we do it. So we just sit here and we talk movie news, TV news, all that jazz. So we're going to get started with our main topics of the day. And our first main topic is the main topic of the show today. We're just going to jump right into the hard topic, and it's simple. The Boys Season 2 has come out, and first of all, before we even get into this, if you have not seen The Boys, you need to get on this show. It's on Amazon Prime. The whole premise of the show is, what would the world be like if superheroes were A, real, and B, jerks who worked for private corporations and didn't really care about your well-being and were only being super or heroic for, views on their, Twitter account or on their, streams or whatever, or if they were, trying to get TikTok views or whatever, or what if they were only being heroic for their own personal images is basically a better way to put it. This show is amazing. It is amazing. The acting is amazing. The writing is amazing. The special effects are amazing. Everything about this show is awesome, and it is dark. So if you're looking for a happy show, this is not it. This is a very adult show, but it is very, very good. Great character development. Lots of moments that really make you go, "Oh, did that just happen?" And that's what happens in the show. So, with all of that being said, this show is on Amazon Prime. And last season, the first season, they dropped the whole show all at once. That's how Prime has been doing their shows. Well, this season, they decided to do something a little different. So what they've done is they dropped the first 3 episodes of the show, and then they're going to go with a weekly release format after that, much like a Game of Thrones on HBO, or like Disney Plus did with Mandalorian. Now, why is this a problem, or why is this a big deal? Well, apparently, people are not happy with Amazon for changing their release format. And what is happening now is people have gone on to, now, mind you, right now on Rotten Tomatoes, The Boys season 2 is getting a 97% certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. So they're not review bombing this on Rotten Tomatoes. What they're doing is they're going to Amazon itself, and instead of this show getting the 4.5 to 5 stars it deserves, it's sitting, I think, at here it is, 2.7 stars out of 5. The Amazon ratings are right now. And what is happening is people are rushing over there and they're, review bombing the show because they don't like the new format or the release format. Well, first, what I'm going to do is this. So this article, actually, that I brought up here doesn't like this format either. And you can tell just by, if you skim through it. This comes from fandomwire.com. So it's not one of the major trades, but, it's the first thing I found. But they list here, let's see. That is a hefty price for Amazon was forced to pay because they got a little too greedy. So here's the deal. And let me explain. This show, yes, the first season, they did drop everything right away. But you have shows like, again, Game of Thrones and Mandalorian who learned and were smart enough to realize that when you have a television show and you drop the whole thing right away, let's take something like Stranger Things, right? Stranger Things comes out. Season 3 is coming out hopefully fairly soon. So that's going to drop. Everybody's going to binge through it. Everybody's going to talk about it for about 3 to 5 days. And then they're done. And that's it. And then out of sight, out of mind. Then you have to wait for the next season. Game of Thrones. The Walking Dead before it. Mandalorian. These shows, what they do every week is they get people talking every week. They get people interacting and talking about this show every week. And it gets the buzz up for the show. I don't blame Amazon for going to this format at all, especially with a show like The Boys, which is such a phenomenal show and is a big hit. It makes perfect sense. Honestly, I kind of prefer it. And don't get me wrong, I love to binge a show. But I kind of prefer this release format because I do like to be able to talk with people. Plus, it limits the amount of spoilers that happen too. Because the other thing that happens when, they drop the whole show all at once is somebody will binge through it, immediately jump on Facebook or whatever social media and post all the spoilers they can. Well, when you do it this way, you limit your spoilers. I love it. I actually do. I love this format. And I'm going to go one more step further because I've heard a lot of people complaining about this format. Stop your bitching. Really? I've actually heard people flat out say, well, I'm just going to wait until it's all over and then I'm going to binge it because that's how I want to watch my show. What the fuck, dude? People, you watch so many shows on a weekly basis. And again, look at all the people who watched Game of Thrones. And a lot of the people who have been complaining to me about this were Game of Thrones enthusiasts. So if you could sit there and watch Game of Thrones weekly, why the fuck can't you sit here and watch The Boys weekly? And on top of it, then you get these crybabies who jump on there and review bomb the damn show on Amazon. Some people don't realize that there is a whole team, hundreds, if not thousands of people who this is their livelihood making shows like this. When you go and review bomb a show that doesn't deserve it, you are messing with somebody's livelihood. You're messing with their job and their life and something they put their blood, sweat, and tears into. This is a lot of work to put on shows like this. To go and just because you can't binge the whole damn thing right away, you're going to go on there and review bomb it and say, oh, well, I can't see the whole show, so fuck this show. Bad, 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 bad. It's not bad. Did you even watch the show? No, you didn't. Why? Because you're all pissy because you can't binge the whole damn thing. Oh, man, it pisses me off. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a little heated about this one, but no, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for those people. And I think they suck. Sorry, if you're going to go review bomb a show because you can't binge the whole damn thing, you suck. It is their right. It is Amazon's right to release this however they want. And honestly, it makes more sense for them. And this is, look, it's show business, not show friends, people. Show business. They are here to make money. That's what they do. It's not about being greedy. They're in business. They're trying to make money. It's why they make shows. It's why they release shows. It's why they do this. I'm sorry if you can't binge the entire thing all at once, but I think you'll be okay. And on top of it, the cool thing, again, it's kind of like watching sports too. When it's weekly, it actually is a better product because you get to talk about it with your friends and give them a chance to catch up. Instead of spoiling it or your friend being like, no, don't say anything, I haven't seen it yet. When you're already talking about episode 7 and they haven't even finished episode 2 yet. This format works better for that type of environment. It works better for enjoying the show as a whole. And I'm sorry, I just disagree with all the people who are complaining about it. And you know what, if you want to complain, fine. But I also really disagree with the people who jump on there and review bomb it and take a show that is good and try to make it look bad because you're upset about their release format. You suck if you do that. And I'm sorry. I'm not making any bones about it. If you're that person, you suck. So anyway, that's how I feel about this. How do you guys feel? First of all, have you guys seen The Boys season 2, any of the episodes yet? So the first 3 episodes launched last week, and then I believe it was today. Actually, I have not seen today's episode yet, but I believe today the next episode came out. So let me know in the comments below your guys' thoughts. Have you seen it? Do you like it? Also, how do you feel about the review bombers and the people going there and knocking down the reviews and making their, score worse on Amazon because they're just upset because they can't stream the whole thing all at once? Let me know in the comments below your guys' thoughts on that, and we are going to move on to our next main topic. Give me one moment here. I'm just going to take a sip of tea really quick. Thank you. All right. Okay, so next main topic, Mulan. Mulan officially had launched on Disney+. There's already been a lot of contention about Mulan. So Disney+, obviously Disney streaming service, $7 a month, you get Disney+. But a lot of people are mad because Disney is also upcharging $30 for you to get Mulan for right now, if you want it. So you can pay $30. You get to see it as many times as you want after that. You basically own the movie. And the big hullabaloo about it is, why should I pay $30 extra to watch Mulan when, I can just wait a few months and then you'll put it on Disney Plus for free anyway. Or, I'm already paying for the streaming service. I shouldn't have to pay extra to see this movie. Which I've talked about before, and my thoughts on that is, look, this is just like they forewent the theatrical release on this movie and decided to put it out on Disney Plus for VOD, where you can watch it. Excuse me. So they decided to go that format for this release for this movie. I don't think there's a problem with it. In fact, I've been on record saying this before. In fact, I feel like that's still cheaper than going to the movies with a family. And this is a family movie. I mean, make no bones about it. They make Mulan, they make Disney movies like this for families. So if a family of 3, a mother, father, or a mother, or, whomever, 2 parents and 1 child go out to see this movie, if a family of 3 goes out to see this movie, you're already saving money. Because you're going to spend more than $30 at a movie theater easily for a family of 3. Hell, even 2 people, you're going to spend more than $30 after popcorn and stuff like that. Sorry, guys. I got like a tickle in my throat here. I apologize. Anyway, so the point being is that Mulan is launched. And we're not going to know numbers right now. But the numbers we are going to know is this. So the Rotten Tomatoes numbers are out. And Mulan right now is a 75% on the tomato meter for critic. So that means 3 out of every 4 critics like this movie and feel positive about it. But the audience score is sitting at 51%. And that's pretty low. Now, here's the thing. Rotten Tomatoes normally does something called a verified audience score. So verified audience score is because Rotten Tomatoes is with Fandango. They're kind of mixed with them. So what they do is they use the Fandango thing to verify that you went and saw this movie in the theater, and that's what they normally do. But because it's a Disney Plus review, it's not verified. Again, what you're looking at here with Mulan is a lot of people mad. And let's go into this here. So let's see here. Trying to find some of these. So just some of the reviews here. To see. Here you go. Garbage film that should not have made. Another soulless Disney remake. Overhyped, underdelivered. Didn't enjoy at all. Watch the 90s way better. Why they have no Mushu. Mulan becomes a soldier. I mean, just again, like, going through this stuff, it's not the old film. It's not, and some of the other ones that I had read, it wasn't these few, but some of the other ones that I had read basically were also, again, complaining about the price tag. Again, if you're going to go on here and review bomb or put down a movie because you're mad about the price tag, then you suck, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. Now, I have not seen Mulan yet. I will be watching it, hopefully this week. But most of what I've heard is that one of the biggest critiques about it is that it really was made for theatrical release. They were talking about how this movie has a grand scope of like the scenery in China and all of the, the great epic, look to it. And what you're not getting with, home release is that you're not getting that epic look. So I feel like that's something that definitely, should be taken into account. I can't stand it when everybody's like, oh, it isn't the old movie. No, it's not. This is a new adaptation, a live action adaptation of an animated movie. And when you adapt movies to live action movies are different. They're different than animated. And it's going to be different. They wanted it to be a little more realistic, so they didn't want a talking dragon. Yes, Mushu is cool. Yes, I love Eddie Murphy, but a talking dragon isn't going to work in the live action, adaptation of this. So again, I feel like a lot of people are bagging on this movie, and the critics aren't, which is a switch. Usually it's the critics who are, bagging on a movie, but no, it's a lot of people who are bagging on this movie when, and their excuses are, well, why should I have to pay? And or the excuse is, well, it's not the original. Well, of course not. It's not the original. It's not going to be the original. It's just like Aladdin was not the original. Will Smith, as much as I thought he did a great job as the genie, is not Robin Williams, okay? I mean, you can't compare those things. This is its own adaptation of the animated thing, just like Marvel movies are adaptations of comics. They're not the same. And it's hard sometimes, like I see people critiquing that, and you have to understand that's not what they're doing. They never said they're going to remake the movie just in live action. They said they're just going to make an adaptation of the movie, and that's what they did. So anyway, I'm hoping to see it this week, and I can give you guys a better review about it. But I just want to, kind of give my general thoughts on so far on the critic score and the audience score. What do you guys think? Have you seen Mulan? If so, Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know in the comments below your guys' thoughts on that. And I am going to move on to the next main topic. Man, I'm really sorry, guys. Like I said, I got like a tickle in here. I apologize again. All right, see if I can work that out. All right, so third main topic is Tenet. Of course, it's Tenet. It's been Tenet how many times? Like, I've been talking about Tenet for months now. Tenet launched. It launched 2 weeks ago. So it's had, internationally, it's had 2 weekends in the box office, and then domestically in the U.S., it's had 1. So, some of the early reviews and whatnot are in on Tenet. That was actually one thing I wanted to bring up, and I didn't. Give me a second here. I'm going to bring up, because I wanted to bring up Tenet Rotten Tomatoes score really quick. Hold, please. There we go. All right, I want to have that ready for you guys. Boop. Okay, so first things first. So Tenet sits right now after 2 weekends worldwide, sits at, and I'll bring this up for you.